Chart 2020 revolutionizes contrast sensitivity testing. The built-in luminance calibrator sets the exact values of the monitor, ensuring accuracy and standardized outcomes. The lights attached to the screen let you test contrast under glare conditions. Exact glare values are automatically saved to the report. The report aids diagnosis by allowing you to compare sensitivity with and without glare. Start by using the letter test before moving on to the more comprehensive spatial frequency test. The spatial frequency test either uses one target at various angles or two targets side by side, one blank. During testing, level of contrast, cycles per degree, or spatial frequency and eye being tested are all displayed on screen. In single mode, the patient identifies the angle of the sine wave gratings. In pairs mode, they indicate whether the gratings are left or right. See the correct answer on the repeater monitor. Tests are randomized so you can't learn the sequence. Click yes or no on the easy-to-use infrared remote to capture the patient's answer. Testing starts with the screening phase, with large jumps in contrast to rapidly estimate an approximate threshold. We start by testing 63% contrast. If the patient can identify this, we jump to 25%, followed by a jump to 12%. The screening phase ends when a patient can't identify the contrast level. The threshold phase follows, testing every level from the patient's last identified contrast level. To determine the contrast level with precision, each level is now tested. The application checks for 2 failed levels before moving on to the next CPD. The test continues, now testing 1.5, 3, 6, 12, and 18 cycles per degree. A PDF report is then generated with a table showing exact contrast. The graphic report shows contrast levels with an age-based normative overlay. These overlays are customizable areas that can be defined. Reports can be submitted directly to EMH or EMR systems. Patients can self-administer the test using the remote's left and right buttons. Patient self-administration helps reduce staff overhead, eliminates the need for a doctor's monitor, and saves time. The letter contrast test uses the exact same methodology as the spatial frequency test, with letters displayed at different contrasts, and can be set to 2 degrees or 4 degrees for low vision patients, can be adjusted so the distance between the patient and the screen can vary, has a standard or quick start option, uses various Sloan-compliant optotypes, and has an inter-target pause option allowing the image on the retina to subside before presenting the next target. Chart 2020, the gold standard in contrast sensitivity and glare disability testing.